This might be one of my new favorite downtown old school vintage style storefronts. Look at this. And they even have their Christmas lights up still on that pole. Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here, starting off this morning in the small community of Hope, Arkansas. It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. It's the Daily Woo. Definitely something to be said for these quaint little towns. Taekwondo, you don't hear much about that anymore with MMA kind of taking over. My dad used to take Taekwondo when I was young. Classic vehicles, old neon. Actually, that's not that old of a neon sign. I think it's like a remade neon sign, but either way, nice. Right along the railway is this metal, tin, aluminum train embedded on the fence, and the conductor, Bill Clinton? Oh great, a black cat just crossed my path. They say that's very bad luck. Wait a second, on second glance, is that a cat or is it a dog or is it some other sort of mythical creature? It's glowing, it's glowing. This is interesting, however. This old, small, teeny tiny railroad car, made for two, and it just moves on down the track. Never seen nothing like that before. In 1909, the Merchants of Hope paid to have their names of their business imprinted into the sidewalk. Cigars for 5 cents. Sleep comfortably on cold metal springs, guaranteed. Chew Wrigley's Juicy Fruit, the gum with fruit flavor. I wonder if that was his gum of choice. On the side of Wilson's Saloon are some old murals. And check out the Coca-Cola one at the top. Relieves fatigue. It's a pretty good advertising campaign. You'll notice the entryway to the businesses do not match up with what they are current day. And I think that's fascinating. A little bit of the past will always remain. I always get a smile on my face when I see a old school barber shop with a barbershop pole. Oh man, remember when he was on the Arsenio Hall show playing the saxophone? He was a saxophone player. Just about a mile from the downtown area, it's a place called Brazil Oakcrest Funeral Home. But there wasn't always a funeral home here. In fact, there used to be a hospital here. And that is where the 42nd president of the United States was born on August 19th, 1946. It's an interesting thought, but it just popped in my head. What if he returned here after his passing and they had the funeral here? So he was born here and had the funeral in the same location. Pretty interesting. Now, I seriously doubt that will happen, but if it did, that would be quite the footnote in presidential history. And did you know this fun fact about United States interstates? That if you're going north to south, it's odd numbers. If you're going east to west, it's even numbers. But what if you're going diagonally northeast? That's very confusing. For a few dollars, if you stop off at a Love's truck stop, you can dump the black and gray water. Want to make sure this thing is on there very secure. Don't want it popping off. Looks good. Let's let her fly. Oh yeah. There it goes. First thing you want to do, according to what I have been taught, is let out the nasty water first. So this is basically the number 1 and number 2 water before you clean the hose out with the somewhat clean water, which is the second little pulley there. Now for nozzle number 2. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You can hear it sloshing through. Whoa, it's coming out pretty good. Pretty fast. Cleaning out all that nastiness. Woo, woo, woo. A lot of water in there. Haven't emptied this in a while. know I should have worn gloves, but I didn't get any on me. Next time, I'll wear the gloves. Wasn't thinking. All in all, a success. It's good to have a little hand sanitizer as well. You don't want follicles from this guy coming back to haunt you. Passing through Prescott now. Some advertisements from the past on the side of these buildings. Coca-Cola, and another one saying, "Are you a woman? Take some sort of medicine." What is that, Cargill? Carble? I'm not sure what that is. I've noticed the style of these old towns are set up in a couple different fashion. There is the type where there's a town square, like Back to the Future style, Hill Valley. But then there's the type where there's a railroad over to the right, and then the downtown area is immediately to the left. And I must say, I love both styles equally. It's another barber pole. That one's like a concrete one, just slammed in the ground. You don't see many of these much anymore, but back in the day, there was a trend of video stores combined with tanning beds. I really love this sign. Check out the cardboard cutouts in the window. And the Lion King prominently displayed. It appears to be a thrift store now, but from what I can tell, they have DVDs back there. This place might still be open for business occasionally. Not at the moment, however. It's padlocked. This guy, hate to say it, not looking too incredible at the... Wait, look! He's charred. I wonder if he spent a little too much time in that tanning bed. Do you see them? Do you see them? What is happening? What is... Hitchcock would be proud! Right down here is the Little Missouri River over this ledge. I don't want to drive too close because I don't want to go in the water, but there it is. This is pretty nice down here, with the exception of an occasional vehicle going over the bridge. It's very quiet and serene and peaceful. Beautiful. Not sure how that tree ended up in that position. That's a mystery. I've never been very good at rock skipping. I think I need to be closer to the ground. I'm kind of up on this embankment, but I'll give it a shot. Here goes. Whap, 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 whap. Fail. Okay, I'm a little bit closer to the water. I have the perfect flat rock. No excuses, Adam. No excuses. Well, I got two skips. Man, I stink at this. Gotta love these old bridges. I think I might be the only one on this stretch of road currently. I'm not complaining, just stating a fact. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the most insane mailbox I have ever witnessed in my life. Chainsaws all around it. What the heck? Look at that. This is beyond words. Utterly amazing. You win, sir or ma'am. Whoever owns that, you win. Oh my gosh. I'm in Gurdon now, Gurdon, and they have a thing here that started in 1892 called the Order of the Hoo-Hoo. Now, normally I would be overly excited about a cleaners named Majestic, but I think in this time and place, the Hoo-Hoo takes precedence. The banners down the main drag state health, happiness, and long life, but I want to know, what the heck is the Order of the Hoo-Hoo? Right here next to the former railroad station is a monument erected in 1909 about the organization. There are two cats on top guarding it. What does it mean? What does it mean? This is a very peculiar place indeed. Oh, check out the old First National Bank. It's used for storage now, but that's the old bank vault there in the corner. And adding a little more weirdness to this place. Have you seen the Gurdon light? Is it Gurdon? Gurdon or Gordon? Or How do you pronounce this town? In 1931, rail worker Louis McBride attacked foreman Will McLean on a section of track 4 miles north of town. As McLean fled, McBride beat him repeatedly on the head with a spike maul until McLean fell dead, still clutching the handle of his lantern. What in the name of heck is going on in this place? And why? Wait, his head's gone. Was it beaten completely off his torso? I'm confused. But I must get to the bottom of this. What is this wacky international order I keep hearing about? And why is it funded out of Brevard County, Florida, near my old stomping grounds? Now that's even stranger. There is an etching of a cat on the front door. See if it's open.
Worked for trade magazines. One was a railroad man, one was a newspaper man. But while they were stranded, they met at this hotel hall. And that's when they came up with the idea to have a fun organization where they could talk about the forest industry. To mean anything strange or unusual.
So hoo-hoo means something strange or unusual.
Is a word they coined at that time. He had been reading Lewis Carroll, who wrote Alice in Wonderland. He had been reading some poems called The Hunting of the Snark that Lewis Carroll had written. So our president is not known as a president. He is known as Snark of the Universe.
The president is Snark of the universe.
So they borrowed from the Egyptians. And that's why you'll see the black cat. We know the Egyptians worship the black cat. So our mascot is a black cat whose tail always makes the number 9, if you want to know it's for sure.
Oh, the number 9 is his tail.
His tail.
I see this says Los Angeles. Is there an order in LA?
It's inactive right now.
So where all the little pinpoints are, or still are orders of the hoo-hoo?
If they were orange in 1992, they've all been, there's been hoo-hoo clubs established in every state except West Virginia and Delaware.
How many are still active currently?
We have probably, I'd say 20 some odd in North America.
There's one in Detroit here.
Oh yeah.
And then there's one in Tampa. Gosh, they were all over. The Hunting of the Snark. And what's on the CD?
This is this is the Dance of the Hoo-Hoo. And it's really, you can go
Dance
on YouTube.
of the Hoo-Hoo.
And you can go on YouTube and listen to it. And it's really, it's written for the piano. And it's really a real lively ragtime type music.
Now what is this outfit here? Is that what they would wear?
Now remember, we're a fraternity. We do not use the robes anymore. We've changed that up. We don't use it. And so we've decided to meet here at least once a year so they can see the facilities and see what all we have.
And what is the casket for?
And that was what was leading our parade down.
And they were taking that casket down the street?
It was in a horse-drawn carriage being carried down the street.
And what was the purpose of the casket?
The embalming of the Snark. We got to do away with the
embalming
Snark before he can go into the House of Ancients.
Okay.
And become a Ramesses.
And are these stickers? Can I have a couple of these stickers?
Yeah, let me get you some that are not already counted. Let me get you some.
Okay. Now that was incredibly interesting. It was started by a group of guys in the lumber industry just wanting to have a good time. You have to be invited into the group, which I will never be a member. But next best thing, free stickers. You guys chowing down? Getting a little grub? Getting your grub on? I can't blame you. It looks tasty. Well, don't want to disturb you. I'm gonna keep moving on. I'll let you be. Just wanted to say hi. One thing you see a lot of off the beaten path are these now closed motels. The lampshade still has its cover on it. Creepy hallway with the paint peeling off the walls. I love this door. I really like that door. Norman? place has been out of business for a while. My gosh, that bird. Adding the perfect aura of ambiance. The shrieking noise it was making reminded me a lot of the shower scene music. Go back and listen to it. I'm not kidding. From Psycho. Seems to be some very heavy cloud formations developing off in the distance. Check this place out. Gum Springs. Population 120. So small, in fact, there wasn't any sort of downtown or stores. Nothing. But straight ahead is a little bit of civilization. Arkadelphia. Arkansas's version of Philadelphia, perhaps? I'm noticing the size of the flags here in Arkansas considerably smaller than the size of the flags in Texas. Vegas Monument Award goes to this. This cannon is thought to have been made in the Ordnance Works located on 6th and Main Streets. It may have been used in the defense of Arkadelphia. This one's doubling down on the barbershop poles. I'm seeing a lot more of these around these parts where they station them in the ground. If your car was to hit that, you would definitely have a memento in your hood. Very patriotic police car. Arkadelphia, I still can't get over that name. The bank in downtown on the side of the wall has an elk head made out of concrete, just wedged up there. Wonder if anyone even notices it when they walk down here to shop. The landscape is starting to change a little bit. A lot more trees. Very beautiful part of the country. That's for sure. Vlog over.